Hello there, I'm back. How are you? Oh, I think you're actually secondly, unfortunately. How's it going, everybody? How is life? I think I already have a character with this guy. I think I might delete pretty much all my alts and only have maybe two. Just two. Yeah, I'm alright, man. Can't complain. Actually, I can complain. And I do complain quite a lot, actually, but, you know. What's the point? Oh, sorry I'm on late, guys. I just, fell asleep after work. It's a Friday and I finished a little bit early, so I came home and I went to bed. I love those after work naps, eh? They're the best. I think I've played this game for about... When was my last stream? Was it Saturday night? I think we did a stream. I got to 1100. Oh, I've got quite a geared character in this. Mosin, shotgun. Hmm. I don't remember this character. Yeah, that's it, eh? It's very meh. It's been 6 days and yet it just feels weird, like, playing this game. Running around. Think I spawned that in, or do you think somebody else spawned that in? I think I'm a bit too... Kind of hoping to start fresh, you know, that's what I wanted to do. What's in my bag? Drop a heap of crap that I don't need. Mosin's 30 slots I'm going to need to get rid of a lot more. Yeah, what I'll do is I'm just going to start fresh, guys. Four. It's only 13. Oh yeah, this bag's too small. I have to say, I have not had the energy to play this week. You know, you get home from work and I've just been like I used to like have that itch. You guys know the itch. That like you just want to jump on and play. But yeah, this week I haven't had the itch at all. I'm not sure what's going on, guys. I think I may be broken. I guess it's going out there then. Alright. Literally first thing into the game and I'm fucking sorting my bag out. So annoying. Why I'm carrying that in my hand. I'm gonna drop the bag somewhere so I can always come back to it if I want to. But I'm gonna work out where I am first. I know where I am. I'm next to that place with that thing. You know, near all the stuff. God damn. I know where I am. I'm very close to, what do they call it? That military base, the one that's down south. That's where I am. I'm on a south spawn. So what else has been happening, people? Anything interesting in the world going on with yous? Anybody had any fun gaming experiences in the last week? Not sure how long the bag will stay here, but fuck it. Alright. Yeah, let's unalive ourselves to a good view, eh? Actually be a good spot to snipe people. You know, get a couple of freshies when they're coming past. Alright. So I specifically picked a relatively low pop server, guys, because I don't have the energy for a high octane PvP spawn die repeat evening. That was scary. Why are you so mean? We could be friends. We could be best friends. The game's meant to not do that. It's literally got things in the files. UK has turned into a war zone. All the immigrants killing the UK people. Is that in the news? Because I really haven't even checked the news for a while. Eat my apple so no one else can get it. Słoneczny. Always full of a million Zs. And I'm trapped already. That's just great. DayZ traps you against the fence. All because of one single bloody stool from the look of it. Like one chair there, I couldn't get past it. More joining the party. All right. What do we get for frickin' suffering? Matches. Just some matches. Kit. No food. Tetra. Jumpsuit pants. Oh, she's on the roof up there. Surprised they haven't patched that yet. You know. This engine is so iffy. Who's she aggroed on? Is she aggroed on me or somebody else sneaking around here? Remember this was where I got killed when I was on PC that time. I was exploded out of nowhere, like for no grenade was thrown, nothing was, didn't hear any thump. It was just an explosion and I was dead. And my nephew Travis was over there in that building and same thing at the same time. He was explosion dead. So we came to the conclusion it was a hacker. Fucking hell. Well, the world is going to shit, dude. Keep hitting the wrong button. Yeah, I've always been a bit scared of going to the UK, like, and going back there, I mean. Because I've heard knife violence was really prominent, and not to mention, apparently there used to be a lot of acid attacks over in London at one point. People were just driving around on those fucking scooters, just hocking a heap of acid at people, like just like a barbaric, man. You gotta be a really vindictive person to use acid in any situation, in my opinion. Like it's crazy. It was usually like jilted lovers, you know, that were rejected by a woman, or as his ex had told him to fuck off. And those people, I mean, they shouldn't just be normal trials and shit. There should be you know, special ways of punishing them. Like, remember Game of Thrones when they walked down the street and they're like, shame. They should do that to people. I mean, if you're an acid thrower, that should be your punishment. And it ends with castration, of course. It's a given. To get some height. Really? Cut me? Really? Oh god, get on. Dickhead. The best start to the game, is it? How many hits can I bloody take? A sporter. Single round in it. Take the bison, that's not too bad. Get lots of ammo for that. Tactical shirt, that's a pretty good shirt to find at the beginning. Alright. I'm not going to head inland, I want to head down the coast, I think. I haven't done a, you know, down the coast run in a while. I might head to the prison. Or maybe even, what do they call it? Skalisty Island, actually. Could do that. See if anyone's got stashes on this server. Maybe just do both, you know, do it on the way. Take some nails, why not? I could use it to trade. I wish this game was more, social, you know. You could actually do that, like, you know, you'd find some nails and actually trade them in a real way. But the problem is, every time someone's sieging this game, they just attack you. I mean, that's why role-playing servers are quite difficult to find, because, you know, you can't role-play when everyone's just KOS. Oh, that's good. Knife. Run, baby, run. I run my gun. Let's equip that ready. Never know when we're gonna need to knife somebody in the face. I used to always spawn in this town. Like when I first played the game, back before I even knew how the game worked, I didn't even know what spawn towns were in this game. It used to always be around here. Brings back memories. I'm kind of nostalgic for the old game now. I don't know what it is. It's my old age. Run, baby, run. I'll run. Oh, BK-18. Thank you. Not bad find. Got that on semi. Do I have my BK-18 on semi? Of course I do, because that's all it is a semi. I could actually use this and get that animal, to be honest. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Definitely need some food to get ahead. Wish we could put scopes on BKs, man. Ammo for my gun, a bit of food. Yeah, that'd be one of the good, like the good additions to the game, in my opinion. It would be the ability to have, let's say, weapons rail attachment, like improvised attachment or something like that, and then yeah, you just, if you have a screwdriver, you know, and you find one of those, you can attach it to your guns, you know, improvised attachment, and then you can add scopes to it. You add a hunting scope to this, you know, add a what do they call it, a scope to your bloody M16. That'd be cool. You could put not hunting scopes, sorry, yeah, hunting scopes on like the SV98, for example. That'd be cool. It can be a bit, obviously it's all to do with balancing, that's what it is. They don't want to give you a scope for your M16 because then it becomes an M4 pretty much. But still, it feels like the game's limiting you a fair bit sometimes. Like guns like the SVD, I love the SVD. It's such an OP gun, but because I'm fucking colorblind, I'm so shit with that scope. I can't see the red crosshair. It's really bad. Potato. I love how you can put a hunting scope on the Sporter. I think it's a hunting scope, isn't it, guys? Or is it a pistol scope? that on for now. Yeah, hunting. That's actually pretty cool though. Like, imagine that. Imagine putting a hunting scope on the sporter and sitting 200 meters from like a well. And just peppering people with 22 rounds. Like, it's not going to do anything really, like, especially if they're geared, but it's going to be so funny just getting these cuts all of a sudden. Alright, where's the animal? Oh, make a noise, you bastard. Wouldn't shut up a minute ago. Oh, I am looking so forward to Sakal and Frostline. Some new mechanics to play with. Mainly the survival side's going to be so much better, like much more hardcore. Love that. Where's over there? I'm really considering turning, what do they call it? One of my servers into a winter Cherno server. And what I might do is I might actually take the deathmatch server and turn that into a winter Cherno server as just a bit of a test. Do some tweaks, add a few mods to it. Make it a real hardcore experience, you know. One over there, but there's also one up here. Let's try and get it before it's dark so we can actually see him. God, where is he? Okay. It's the coast over there. It sounds like he's in the water. Is he swimming? Alright, just go a bit easy now so I don't scare him off. Yeah. Well, that was the only round I had. I used to build bases, but it's kind of difficult to build a base when you're streaming, you know. Not to mention everybody sees your what do they call it? Your code. And also building bases can actually be quite boring, you know. Sometimes it sounds it's one of those kind of parts of the game where you spend a lot of time twiddling your thumbs doing the monotonous stuff that nobody really wants to watch. And raiding, I mean, like, believe me, I love raiding as much as the next guy, but I find raiding can be quite difficult as a solo myself, personally. You either need a fucking, 12 nades and three mags in an M16 or something. That's why I find raiding goes hand in hand with base building. So if you've got a base, you can stash all your stuff and then do a raid. But it's the same with stashes. I used to do stashes a lot. Like, my biggest thing was I had a couple of spots where I would literally drop sometimes up to 30 crates just in this spot. And I would just constantly go out, do loot runs, do a big circle, come back, and then drop my stuff in my little stash. That was my entire gameplay loop. But my entire gameplay loop has changed ever since I started streaming. And I'm not sure it's for the better, to be honest. Like, I found that it's made me change my ways. Like, I'm always trying to do things to make things more entertaining. So, like, I'll run into gunfights more often and usually end up dead, of course. I'm not sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I should just stick to my old ways, but I just feel that this can be quite a boring game for people to watch if I'm in a tree like this in my inventory for, 25 minutes, which I could easily do when I was on my own. And obviously Xbox is a very small community on DayZ. It's not like PC where you could be on any one of so many servers. I mean, if I'm on official, it's not hard to limit what servers I'm on, People will usually find it relatively easy. And that's if I don't accidentally leak it. So if I had a base or if I had a stash, it would just get found. I was actually thinking about this today. I might not stream every time I play from now on. Like, I'm still going to record all my gameplay. Because I never used to stream. I used to just record gameplay. That was it. I would record gameplay footage and make videos, shorts. And I find I had more content back then than I do now while I'm streaming. I think it's because whenever I stream, I usually just start fresh. Like, that's pretty much how I start my streams. Like, start a fresh life, and it's just the same thing over and over again. Now, it's just me thinking out loud, really. Sometimes people put like little stashes around here, so I just thought I'd check. See if there's a barrel or anything, or an improvised shelter. Do dee do do dee do do dee do dee do dee do. Oh yeah, I used to spawn here a lot. Was it here, guys? Do you remember? Like, you'd spawn in and see that big pile of dead bodies, and you're like, "Yay, free apples!" Actually, I think it was a different lighthouse. It's very bright, but still keep me cool. I wish I had a container for my bloody... I've got matches, but they're definitely going to get wet doing this. All right. Oh God, I'm swimming slow. Quickly dry these off. Actually, am I going to cook here or shall I keep going? I like this little spot here. This isn't a bad spot for a stash. Yeah, a lot of people would probably come here, of course, but... I like it. It feels isolated. Like, just do the rest of the swim, eh? You can actually get pretty lucky at this island. You can get lasers and maybe even a tundra if you're lucky. Yeah, that's a good idea. And it's good to have people from different time zones as well, so that you've always got someone who's able to check the bases out. That's the problem. I mean, I swear most of the time when you do have a base, you get offline raided. That's usually how it goes there. It sucks. You know, not able to defend yourself. So yeah, now it's good to have multiple people from different time zones. I think out of all the bases I've had in this game, I've only ever been able to actually defend a base once. And it was epic. It was one of the most fun parts of this game I ever had. I can remember it after work, you know, and one of my mates was like, "Hey, you're being raided." Like, he wasn't part of the base, but he knew where it was. He was like, "Hey, I think your base is being raided." And I was like, "What the fuck?" So he covered it, you know, with some, you know, visual cues, and then I came running in with some of my guns, and we killed the guys a couple times, managed to get back in the base, but yeah, he ended up going, before I could secure the base properly with at least 2 doors, he went outside to do something, and he gets shot, and so then I am stuck in the base with this one gate. And these guys covering every angle. My base was very, very vulnerable to angles. And yeah, and I had a cold as well, so I was sneezing my head off, so they knew exactly where I was at all times in the base, which made it even harder to defend, but it was so fun. Even though I lost everything in the end, it was still a real fun experience, and I wish I'd recorded it. But since then, every single time, I've always been, I've always been offline. Which really sucks. I spend weeks building a base, getting everything ready. And then, yeah, you come back in. And fucking... all your gates are missing. From Riffy. Yeah, I've done that a few times, actually. Found stashes at Riffy. Got to a scuffle with the gear player and land on the coast. Holy shit, dude, that's awesome, man. That's exactly why I love this game, Gold. You know, it's a very even game. It's not one of those, the geared guys are definitely going to win. I mean, they've got the gear, so they should win. If they are as skilled as you, they probably will win. But even a freshie with a bloody knife can look after themselves, let alone a shotgun. That's good, dude. Yeah, Riffy seems to be better than bloody Pavlovo, which is so weird in my opinion. I really thought that Pavlovo would be the better loot gas zone rather than Riffy on the coast. But I guess it makes sense. They want you to do a huge loot run all the way through the map, up to Tizzy, and then get NPC gear and come all the way back to Riffy. That's the whole point of it, I guess. It's meant to be a big thoroughfare, big run around. Alright, let's hope that we're alone here. We should be. It's a pretty low pop server and not many people come to this island, to be honest. I don't see the point in it. A lot of effort for usually relatively small loot. Ah, hunting scope. Nowhere to put it, do I? Get rid of that. A rock should have spawned in. Someone might be here. But this is a good place to actually make a fire quickly. I'm still relatively fresh, so I don't have much to lose. May as well just get a fire going, dry off, cook this food. Come on, Zeds. Fuck me, there's more than I thought. Let's get them through the window. That's terrible. That's a terrible window. Oh, got some fresh matches for me. Thank you, sir. Do the last one. Alright, let's get some wood, guys. Get some bark as well. Just realised I'm carrying too much, so I can't fucking... Just put that there. fucking so slow sometimes moving this shit around, so annoying. Alright, let's go get some wood. That's what she said. I want some firewood actually, I don't want it just a fucking long stick. This will be firewood. Here we go. We need 2 pieces of this and there should be plenty. Yeah, I'll just get the fire going and I'll bring them up for you. You have no idea how many times I've asked people that on the server before. Like in streams. Can I see your sensitivity settings, please? I remember I asked Geek FPS once for his sensitivity settings on PC. It can be pretty hard. I mean, it's just it's got a very like low time to kill, so you die very quickly, and it's a very, I guess, finicky game, I guess you would call it. So it's easy to get killed. Like the controls are, it's just not as smooth as some other games. I think I can cook the potato, I'll do that. Alright. Here is my sensitivity settings. Ah. Yes. Yes. Alright. So, those two are obviously 0. Vehicle, I think it's 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14. No, I think it's 15 actually. So camera is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15. That will be... Oop. Get this out. I literally have my settings saved in my phone, so but because every time I make a bloody... Oh, you gotta do it again. Yeah, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 25, the camera curvature. 0, 0. And yeah. I think that's at 30, I think. Yeah, you've got to be low in this game, in my opinion. Sensitivity. At least your ADS has got to be low. ADS sensitivity low. And then your, you know, this one's relatively quick, so you can do a quick turn. But I spent so long Googling what the hell the bloody curvature is. I have no idea what that curvature shit does. I mean, it definitely affects it, but it's very confusing, and it feels very abstract, if that makes sense. I don't really know how to even explain it. Truth is, I think my sensitivity settings are actually a little bit off, to be honest, because I might have updated them a while back and not done it to this account. But it's always relatively low though, yeah. I played this game far too long before I realised I could use fireplaces. I had no idea. I mean, I probably did it for like maybe 100 hours worth of playing, maybe more. I just thought they were fucking for show. Who else has had many days where they've been in this cabin or a similar cabin with their gun out, food in the fireplace like this, just waiting. Paint me like one of your French women. How far you can move the stick before it recognizes input. Geez, that sounds like it affects your bloody, you know, what do they call it? Like it's like lag and shit, like. I want the quickest input, but I found if my curvature's too high, it just feels off. Like it feels too sensitive. I don't like if I'm doing sniping, I can't point at the smallest object. I spent far too long researching controller aim and stuff, trying to find the trick to good aim. Like, what's the trick to it? And I think it's just practice. That's all it is. Doesn't matter how you do it. It's just practice. I've never cooked a potato before. I wonder if I can cook it. I'm not sure. It's saying damaged, is that? Oh, you can cook it. Nice. It's the first time I've seen a cooked potato in this game. Hey, Godfather. How you doing, man? Oh shit, I forgot about that. I burned my... I was looking at chat and I forgot my food. Oh well. Let's get out of... What's that over there? No, I don't want that. Let's go. Let's go try and find a gun. Got a hunting scope, which is good. Chainmail. Nah. Yeah, I'm alright, mate. Thanks. Put that on, actually. It'll give me a bit of protection. I have a 3-day long weekend, so I'm actually I'm in a good mood right now, but by Monday afternoon I'll be miserable. Back to the grind of life and work. Alright. Take that. There's a well over here as well I can drink up. Get my stats up. Yeah, this is official. Yeah, official on Xbox. One of the SG servers, so it's a Singapore-based server. It's not very high pop. Might be about, I don't know, between 15 and 20 people on the server. Should be able to get some good clothes here as well. Oh, look at that. 308 rounds. Tell that. Yeah, they sure are, but I like, there's not many community ones that really, you know, tickle my buttons. I like the official experience. And all the good official, like the community servers, I just get really bad ping with it. There we go, look at that. Got ourselves a little sniper now, which is good. We've got ammo for it as well, which is good. Everything about this situation is good. What everyone says until they die. Don't need that. Yeah, again, things like Karma and 8, I struggled with. Especially 8. 8, I bounce around all over the place. I need to keep the hunting scope. I can't get rid of that. Eat this now. Oh, Zagoria looks really good, even though I'm not keen on playing keyboard and mouse servers with the controller. But again, Zagoria is the worst of all of them for me. I get a red symbol immediately, and opening the door, it lags for a long time. It's, you know, it's frustrating because I can't PvP on that kind of server. It's not worth it. Spend 6 hours gearing up only to die during PvP because, you know, my ping is so high that I stand no chance. I think that server Unbound Survival's pretty cool, you know. But the owner is a dick. I don't like that guy. It's just, and not to mention the server's never populated, but other than that, it looks like a pretty good server. It's, you know, it's like half food, so that's pretty cool. You know, it's harder there. It's got lots of bears around like spawn area and stuff, which is cool. Man, there are so many DayZ players from bloody Queensland. I swear, out of all the people I've played with so many Queenslanders. Like, Zeke is from Queensland too, I think. Are you from Queensland too, Steve, eh? Always forget. Actually, I think I know somebody I play with is from Victoria. Why the fuck is there a radiator on this island? There's no roads. Oh, you guys Victoria, okay. But you want to be from Queensland, you said. Is that right? Do you guys drink VB in Victoria? I really am curious. Ooh, yeah. Some Mosin rounds. Oh, gun clear, good. Oh, I haven't got a bag. I hate my life. Alright, guys, we're just going to have to put everything in the barrel and carry the barrel with us. There has to be a bag here somewhere. There's normally bags around these little boats. Yeah, Queensland would be very, very humid place, right? Put it in cereal. Oh god, the thought of that is so gross. I was working at a clinic yesterday next to a pub and I could just smell the beer and it didn't smell like good beer either, it smelled like really bad beer. Oh my god, he's been a secret alcoholic for years and you had no idea. That's how the best relationships start, you know, with lies. It doesn't help me, does it? Shit. Alright, have to eat some more food, guys, to make some space. We will do it in this shed, so I can eat in peace and hide my shame. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. It's got 4. What can I drop? No, I need to keep that. Oh, really? That doesn't surprise me. That server is freaking insane. There are so many fucking guns that spawn. I'm not saying it can't happen. I mean, you can definitely get killed here. People do come to this island in the same way I do. And they also have stashes here, so they come here to store things and do a quick loot around. Alright, did I go to the lighthouse yet? I don't think I did I? Most of your neighbours are weird. Maybe your neighbours are normal when you guys are the weird ones. You ever thought of that? That's how I always think. I always think, like, these people are idiots. I think maybe they're actually smart and I'm the idiot. And I want to say, I don't mean you guys, I mean, like, people I see in my day-to-day life, like patients and doctors. I literally have no space at all. Not a lick of space. Come on, be a hunting bag. A wrench. You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. That was a masculine throw. Oh man, the sword is actually a really awesome weapon in this game. I mean, it doesn't do much against an M4 at range, but it's definitely OP when it comes to close quarter, you know, duels. I like that word, duel. Always reminds me of, what was that? That show with the cards? Not Pokemon, I'm thinking of a different one. Oh, a bag. Oh yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! I think it was. Prefer a black one, but I'll take what I got. Beggars can't be choosers. Okay, there is a hunting stand up here. I'm going to check that, and then we're going to do a quick search in the back of the island to look for stashes. Has to be at least one tent or barrel around here somewhere. Honestly, I should probably get rid of the bloody BK, shouldn't I? Because I have no ammo for it, and this is probably just as good, if not better. So open up my ammo. What the fuck? What happened to my box of 308? Am I missing it, guys? What's going on? Jesus. I had a box of 308, I'm sure I did. I found it in this house. I found it in this room right here on the floor. And I picked it up. Guys remember? I haven't dropped any clothes since. Ooh, it's here somewhere, I'll find it. I'm definitely... There we go. Ooh, that would have been very, very annoying if it happened later on. I find a tundra or something. Actually, I might as well keep the bloody thing now anyway. Grab these tablets from the toilet so I can drink it at my leisure. Alright. What do you guys reckon? Auto stacking should be a thing, eh? If you find 4 Mosin rounds on a console, it should auto stack. PC, not the biggest deal because you can just drag it across and it will stack automatically. But console, it's so frustrating having to hold it in your hand, find the other one, and then hold B for like 100 seconds. Just auto stack them. Give us some helpful things. Come on. Oh god. Get out. It really does need more love. There are so many little things that need to be done to make it better on console. Like, just little things. One of the biggest things I complain about on on a stream basis, which everyone knows about, is the ability to just move things around your inventory. Like my tactical shirt. It's got numbers above the items which represent how much space it takes up, of course. Basic, very simple way of doing it. That's good, it works. But if I hold this battery, I should be able to move it to this spot. That's what we should be able to do. Like, I can move from here to here, of course. Or not there, because there's no space. But I can move it down to my bag, no problem. But you can't move it around, and it just makes sorting your inventory so annoying. And the other thing, the item in your hand should save its spot in the inventory, just like it does in PC. So it's right there in my inventory. So whenever I pull it out, the knife should be there but highlighted, indicating it's in your hand. That way there, if I pick up this car battery, it's not going to take the spot that the knife was in. There have been so many times where I've been at a military base. I'm running around with my pistol out, shooting Zeds, pew, 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 picking things up as I'm going, and all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, I need to get my big gun out. I got to pull my Bison out, nothing happens. Oh, what's going on? Is the game lagging? Oh, Jesus, what's going on? Is it lag? What the hell? No, it turns out there's no space to put what's in my hand back into my bag. So the game just does nothing. So you are very vulnerable unless you open your inventory and decide to drop something in the middle of a potential firefight. It's just absurd. So yeah, we definitely need Bohemia to help us with these things, because let's be honest, yeah, PC may be better, but PlayStation and Xbox definitely provides a huge player base for the game, right? Which helps with popularity. So just give us some little bit of help. Perfect. I mean, I'm a very mismatched looking player right now. Look at me. But still, we're in good nick. We got some food. We got some weapons. Put my sniper there. Where's my knife there? Put my bandage here. There we go. Alright. Let us go hunt some stashes. Put my sniper up to 150 range. Yeah, I once came here as a fresh spawn and I found a tent over the end of the island. Full of stuff. Crossbow, tundra, clothes. I left the island pretty much what I would say mid-gear tiered. Like mid-tier geared. It was really good. Yeah, I guess majority of the time I'm a solo player. But I do run with like people I've met in chat a few times. Like that's one of the reasons I started streaming, was to meet people who like the game. Like I've run with Zeke a few times, and I've ran with Chris for a while at one point. But it all depends on where people are from. You know, it's hard to play with Americans and stuff because the time zone. And DayZ is one of those games where it can be easier on your own, because you know when you're playing with people, you can sometimes spend hours just constantly trying to meet up with each other. You get into a firefight at the Northwest Airfield, and then it's an hour and a half of I'll meet you here, and you, oh, where are you? I'm nearly there, and it's fucking crazy. I shot back. Yeah, of course. That was in the deathmatch server, eh? So that doesn't really count. You know, that's... Not to mention, I find that when you do a run in this game, you've got to have a certain chemistry with the people. That you've got to have the same kind of, like just you got to click with the style. Because if you're too different, it just becomes awkward, you know. Hey, it's not like I'm a bloody taupe wreck. I'm not exactly huge at PvP myself. You're just very new and very easy to shoot. And you're the only one there. I mean, if we had other people in the game, I would have shot them as well, and they would have shot me. That was still fun. How many people have had someone they've run with in the past, and like you run into a house and that person runs right behind you into the same door, and it's like, you don't have to search every building with me. Like you can go into your own building and I'll do this building, you know, let's divide the town. But of course you don't want to be mean, so you kind of just smile and nod. Alright, this actually seems like it's been a pretty shitty run here. I've got some good clothes though, which is alright. Just need to get some tape to fix it, or a sewing kit. And my shoes. Still wet. Alright, let's keep heading down the coast, eh? Like I said, my goal was just to head towards the, Prison Island, which is a very long trek in this game. Lady of the morning. I always see videos like, if you put a stash in this boat here, it will never get found. And it's like, yeah, it's probably true. But, fuck going there all the time. Like, who wants to swim to this island and then across to that boat just to drop stuff off and pick stuff up? It's so much effort. We'll go check this cat. Wait, I already checked that one. Was that the one I got the pants from? I think it was, yeah. Have a look. Yes, it was. I don't think I've checked this castle then, have I? Check the other castle. Have some milk. So what do you guys think the game needs to change when it comes to like base building mechanics? I personally think they need to change it so that you can just block off like doors, like just build a door rather than have to build an entire gate for every single build you do. Oh, wait a sec, this is where I did my cooking, wasn't it? Shit. That means that the other building I ran across, I hadn't... I ran past it. I already thought I'd been in there. It could have had loot in there. It could have been a fucking Winnie in there. I'm an idiot. Oh well, I'm not going back. Too lazy. But what I was trying to say, guys, is I think that it should be you can just get a door kit. And you just put a door, you know, like just build your door kit. Bang, 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 bang. And then that's it. You can just reinforce doors. Reinforce a window. That's how the base building should be. It would just make it so much easier than having to try and manipulate those huge ass gates into the weirdest little areas. I know I'm complaining a lot tonight, guys. Don't get me wrong, I love the game, believe me. It's obviously all I play. But I still think it could be better. Just a little bit better. Just a little bit. Oh, is that a Mosin? No, I'm kidding. I don't think I've ever found anything good up here before. Battery? Damn that. Yeah, well. I guess that's just the way it's always going to be. And the problem is everybody has their own ideas of what the game needs, so the devs have no idea like what to actually do. People want so many different things that they kind of just tune it out. Alright, here we go guys. We're going to get a Tundra here. Actually, a shotgun would be good, because I got a lot of shotgun ammo, but no, shotgun. Are these in better nick? They're also badly damaged. I'm going to take them just in case these ones ruin. It's very rare to find scopes in good condition like that. On my gun and that gun. Alright, now let's do this ridiculously long swim back. Let's have a quick bite to eat before we cross the river. Or the ocean. River. Mine drugs. Maybe. I think we're very close to what Kamishovo, right? Don't like that. Oh, God. Right, this game needs boats, guys. Improvise rafts, I don't care. I'm actually losing health doing this quite badly, actually. I won't be surprised if I'm at 75 by the time I get there. Hello, Mr. War Thunderer. It's a cool name. Alright. Yeah. He'll be right, mate. Lady of the morning. Oh yeah, this is very deep, very close to to shore. Oh, finally, get me out of the water. Yeah. Like one of those dogs. I'm just going to start shaking myself. Ooh. I'm going to get up to the rocks and dry off quickly. Let's wring all my clothes out. Right. Just find a good little rock to perch in and get into my skivvies. Here we are. Okay, so don't like the big blue bag, but we have no choice at the moment. It's a very moist sound effect. Alright, let's go. Get some food in us as well while we're walking. So, wasn't actually a bad diversion. We got weapons, some chest protection, which isn't the best, but better than nothing. My close quarter weapon still only has 14 rounds in it. Should probably repair the magazine actually, just to... Bison's actually a really, like, not a bad gun. It's the 64 rounds. If you fill it up, it can really get you out of a spot of trouble. I mean, it won't do shit for me because I'll miss all 64 shots, but you know. I was literally going to say that just on the stream that, like, I had a few mates who had no idea you could do this. But yeah, it's one of those really good features that, you know, slips most people's minds. But definitely do it, because one, especially recently since the new updates, that the one that came out where it makes you heavier when you're wet. So, you know, it will literally drop a couple of kilos of when you wring out all your clothing. But you can't wring out certain clothes, like you can't wring out gloves. Of course, you can't wring shoes. It would just be like loose clothing, like masks, pants, etc. Plate carriers, can't wring them out, and they're the ones that hold the most weight, unfortunately, in water. Alright, we are. This is Kamishovo. Hate Kami. Died here so many times as a freshie, it's just a depressing little place. But you know what? We carry the fire. Your gear was wet afterwards. No, that shouldn't do that. I mean, are you sure you didn't get wet in the rain? Because the rain will do it here. Rain will get you drenched quite quick, especially if it's a heavy downpour. Let's try and sneak in through the back door. Oh. Fuck me. It's meant to be a real smooth entry. Alright, hopefully we can find some 380 ACP here, so I can fill this bad boy up. I have to keep remembering it's a fucking third-person server as well, right? People will watch all the spaces in the third person. I'm not going to strip shit here, I'm just going to take it and strip it somewhere else. It all depends on where the spawn bubble is. Sometimes the spawn bubble's around here. Try and lock them up. First things first, I'm just going to make sure my gun's got a bit more food, bit more ammo in it. Must have been raining. Yeah, the first time that happened to me was literally here in Kami. I came into town as a you know, relatively geared person without knowing that you shouldn't, you know, do that. This was back before I knew the game very well. Got knifed by like 4 people and they just kept coming at me. I'm like, where are these people coming from? I had no idea it was a spawn town. But yeah, I managed to get myself up that hill that I came down from. I like crawled like very slowly and I kept passing out and I'm like, I was so confused. I was Googling it. I'm like, why am I passing out in DayZ? How long until I start passing out? And, you know, it was pretty funny. Go this way. I want to check those sheds to see if there's any vests in there. Much prefer a vest than a giant fucking plate armor like this. But being this town... Oh, fuck me, there we go. I'm about to say, being this town, no my luck, it's all been taken. Look at that, it's in good nick too. I'm gonna take the handcuffs, because the handcuffs, can give you an achievement if you handcuff people. Oh, the one thing I really wanted was a box of 380 ACP. Lady of the morning. Yeah, I do get that glitch. There's actually a, I'm not sure if this is every scenario, but one scenario where it definitely happens is if you get a gun in a deathmatch server that's got a magazine in it when you spawn. So if you spawn into existence and your gun has a mag in it, you can't reload it, you know, by holding the button unless you, like I said, either drop it to the ground, I think, or do it manually, like grab the actual thing and hold B, or until it goes until it's empty. As soon as the actual magazine gets empty, you can then reload it again by holding Y. It is a very weird little bug, and yeah, it also happens just sometimes randomly. I'll be running along with my pistol. You know, I have eight rounds left in my magazine, and I'm like, you know, holding Y to reload. Nothing. Fucking very annoying. I do think that's a console specific bug as well, and it's so hard to recreate sometimes that that's why it never really gets patched. No, definitely not the only one. Are you playing? You're playing on the Series X, yeah, Gold? Don't really want to go into Electro. Series S. Oh, well, pretty much the same thing. I mean, obviously it's not the exact same, but very similar. It shouldn't have the same issues that old gen has. Old gen obviously can be a lot more buggy. No offense, you know, anyone with old gen. I too had old gen until maybe 9 months ago. I had a PC with a 4080 in it, and I sold my PC just to get an Xbox Series X. Because I realised I didn't play it, my PC fuck all the time. Like I just didn't play it. Like even DayZ, I wasn't really that into the PC version of the game. I just couldn't get any of the good servers because of my bad ping. So my PC just sat there doing nothing, and I was like, man. I actually miss playing Xbox. And my Xbox One was just very, you know, meh performance-wise. So yeah, I sold my PC, and I got enough from selling it that I bought an LG, I think it's an LG C2 42-inch screen, which is it's an OLED like TV, but with 120 hertz. And I've never had an OLED before. They've always been obviously too expensive. And even though it's only 42 inches, as soon as I got it, the colours, oh my god, it's so gorgeous. Like watching stuff on an OLED compared to an LCD is just, it's redonkulous, man. It's redonk. And I never use that word, but you know, it's redonk. The only thing that kind of sucks is that because I'm streaming the game, my capture card, there seems to be an issue with my capture card and HDR content. Like, if I have, you know, Dolby Vision enabled or HDR10 enabled, the picture on OBS, the picture that you guys would see, becomes really flat and colorless. And nothing I can do could fix it, so my only choice is to just disable Dolby Vision and HDR, so I've got to play it in just the normal, color. Which, I mean, it's not bad, it still looks very good. But, you know, one of the benefits of having a HDR TV is, you know, that high dynamic range. But then again, I think certain games make use of it more. I don't think DayZ natively supports it. Like, I think it's just like an upscaled HDR, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's the exact same with the normal Xbox. Xbox One is the same as PS4 when it comes to performance, I think. Hell, I'm on the Series X, and even on this, if I'm playing in 4K, my scoping in could get very bad. Like, just last week I was playing and I'd scope in with a Tundra, and I'd drop down to about, at one point I think it was like 20 FPS. It was ridiculous. So I was like, what the fuck? It's because no matter how powerful our consoles are, higher resolution is still really hard to play at. So a Series S and a Series X and a PS5, they should all be able to run, you know, 1440p pretty well. I mean, they should have no real problems with that. But I think 4K, even though they can do 4K, on a game that's not optimized, it can just be shit. I think I'll keep that rope in case I find a burlap sack. There's a single round in there for my gun. I'll take that. A single round. But it's not just this. Like, if I jump onto this game, like if I jump to DayZ on Xbox Series X, I put it on 4K, and I play it on a 4K TV. I mean, it looks good, but if I then jump on my PC and set the PC version to 4K, fuck, it's day and night. Which leads me to believe that 4K isn't the same on this as it is on you know, a PC. Like, Xbox is upscaled 4K, so it's fake 4K really, because natively it just won't have the power to run it in 4K at 60 or 120 FPS. So I fucked around with my graphics settings on the PC, and if I jump into extreme, like right now, my PC's got a 4070 Ti, so it's a pretty good bloody GPU. It's, you know, in the higher end, I guess you could say. It's not as powerful as a 4080 and obviously not a 4090, but it's decent. And yet DayZ, if I put 4K and I put extreme settings, like preset, it will go at like fucking maybe 30 FPS. It can't do it. It can't handle a native 4K experience. You have to upscale or lower the graphics settings, which I've done. So I can now play 4K and get about, to me, if I can get 90 frames a second, I'm usually pretty happy. That feels smooth enough. But to me, it's less the frames themselves, but more the consistency, the frame times. You want the frame times to be consistent. If it's going up and down, if you're getting bloody, what do you want to call it, 60 FPS, and all of a sudden it drops to, you know, 40 and then back up to 75, that's just too much of up and down. You can notice it. It really pulls you out of the experience. Lady. I haven't really heard any shots either at the moment. What's going on? Maybe the server's gotten even more empty than since I started. Yes, it has. It's gone very low. Fuck. That makes sense. I think there was 20 people when I logged on. Oh, God. Oh, I'm so happy, guys. No work tomorrow. Oh, honestly, I thought the same thing at first. I can remember actually asking. I was in the Running Man's chat, and I was like, you know, what filters do you use to make the game look so good? And they were like, oh, you know, the Running Man doesn't use filters. That's what his mod said. And then I got a PC, and I was like, oh shit, they're telling the truth. You don't use filters. I mean, the game just looks. It's all to do with the textures and stuff. They can up the textures, and you know, the game just looks way more vibrant. It's much more optimized for PC. That's all it is, you know. I should really play the PC version more, to be honest, but I'm a bit of a noob when it comes to PC gaming. I've only got maybe, I've never played PC and mouse games until last year when I first built a PC. So it was, there I am, fat finger in every button, and I was really not used to, you know, aiming with a mouse. Even though it's so much easier than aiming with a controller. Which also means that most people on PC are much better at aiming in general. Even people who are relatively bad at aiming can still be quite good on PC, which means you die a lot more. Like, I would literally be running like this now, in a wood line on PC, and then bang, you're just dead. It's like, oh, shit. Because people can just hit you. It's so much easier. Whereas on console, 90% of people will miss that first running shot, and you'll be like, oh shit, it gives you a fighting chance to fight back, which I love. So yeah, I mean, it has its up and down. Obviously, when you're the one doing the shooting, you want to kill people straight away. That's your goal. You want them to drop, just do your first shot. But when you're the one being shot at, you want a chance to fight back. So it's a double-edged sword. I know that I think it's the Karma Crew servers. They've adjusted their shock down, like the way the shock damage works. And Taupe once did a video where he explained it. It was he doesn't like the fact that you can be knocked uncon, you know, so easily. Like if you're wearing a plate, a helmet, someone shoots you from 150, 200 meters away with a Mosin, and bang, that's it. Game over. You are now uncon. They're going to finish you off. No chance. So he thinks the game should be a bit more balanced when it comes to the shock side of it, and that's why on their servers they've adjusted it so that yeah, you still get the what do they call it? It still hits you with shock, and you get a bit of a you know, like slowdown, but you don't go uncon. Which I think's, you know, probably a good idea, to be honest. There's nothing worse than just being tapped from behind, uncon, game over. It's like crap. Okay, I'm gonna have to grab some sticks as well so I can make it into a yeah, exactly. For the most part, yeah. If they knock you uncon, it's over. They're going to finish you off, aren't they? So I do agree with them that the shock system might be a bit too overpowered. They also have a system where you get broken arms. How cool is that? That's better. I don't stand out as much now. Probably one of the best bags in the game, in my opinion. I love it. Look at that. If you're wearing a plate carrier, bag just blends right in. But you know what I noticed last week when I was after watching a couple of the I made a short for YouTube Shorts of the deathmatch server, and I noticed that the black outfit makes you blend in with the trees so much more. Like, to make these bags, you got to you get just a burlap sack, a rope, and that will make the I think they call it a courier bag. But then if you add 3 sticks afterwards, it becomes the burlap backpack. So the first one will only give you 30 slots, but then adding 3 short sticks will give you then 42 slots. But yeah, I noticed I was running in the wood lines in Gorka. I think it was Steve who was shooting me actually. And when I watched the playback, he was right here, like right there in my vision. I didn't even see him. I ran right behind him. And it wasn't until afterwards that I saw him and I was like, what the fuck? And I think the black outfits actually blend you into the trees a lot more. Because I just didn't see him. I really wish we had black plate carriers on Chinaris. I mean on official, that'd be so much better. Yeah. I know, because I saw you turn around, you're like looking behind, like where you must have heard me run. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, where did he come from? It wasn't until I watched the playback that you were like next to a tree the whole time. And you just blended into the trees. So like I just ran like right past you. So yeah, I think the black outfit can actually be pretty good camo in these dark, environments. Now we're in Cherno. Yeah, and the textures, I think they've got like textures have baked lighting as well. So there'll be times at night time where it's very dark, and all of a sudden you'll see like that rock would be glowing. You're like, shit, is there someone over there? And then it's not until you get next to it that you realise it's just the texture has got some subtly baked lighting in it, and you're like, oh fuck's sake. There's a couple of trees especially. I think it's these trees actually. These ones here. They look like a torch at night all the time. Well, this is a cool little place for a stash, but I guess a lot of people have stashes up in these hills, so it would get found very quick. But yeah, you come up here with the tundra, and yeah, you could miss all the well of death over there. Fucking hell. I've been killed there so many times. I actually need to do that. I need to be a rat soon, because I still haven't got the achievement for 300-meter shot. So I need to do that. I need to get a rangefinder, get a tundra, and camp a well. I know it's a dick move, but it's pretty much the only way I'm going to get that bloody achievement is if I shoot a stationary target. I used to have a monitor, like I think last year sometime, and this monitor had a thing built into it where you could actually put a crosshair on, like in the menu screen, and it had like 3 different types of crosshairs. So people could be playing first-person servers, and the middle of their screen just has this brightly lit, like either green or red or whatever color you wanted, crosshair, so you know where the middle is. I mean, I never used it because I always felt like it'd be cheating. But, I mean, that's pretty funny. Especially that a lot of the gaming monitors do it now, apparently. It's like a common feature. And people say that, it's no big deal because worst comes to worst, even without that monitor, someone can just put a piece of tape in their screen and draw a dot. Apparently that used to be a thing people did back in the day. Ooh, look at that. I can upgrade my helmet to a nice coloured one. I'm twigging to a whole new era. G-Funk stepped this, I tell ya. Funk on a whole new level. What the hell? That's a really random place for a barrel. Oh, don't worry, you're not that late, Zeke. Only 2 hours into the stream. I mean, your views could have helped me. It could have It really could have made it so that I had the watch hours I needed this month to get monetized, but now you've ruined it. So, thanks. You can cook food in those barrels. If you get a knife and turn it into a fire barrel, then you can make a fire in it and cook on the top of it. Like the top becomes like a barbecue in a way. Hey, we've got another regulator in the chat. Well, I'm sorry, Zeke. If you are a real doctor, you've got to blame someone. Don't worry, you haven't missed much. I wasn't really doing a high pop stream tonight, like a server tonight. I couldn't be bothered. I just wanted to do just a chill little run, bit of PvE really, I guess you could call it. I mean, it's still a normal official server, but it's just relatively low pop. I just can't be bothered. As I was saying at the beginning of the stream, I've kind of been losing the motivation recently to play, and with work especially, it just tires me out. It will come around. It always does. Oh, I'm a heart surgeon. No. I specialize in coronary bypass transplants. Yeah. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm bullshitting. I wish. No, I'm a phlebotomist. I take people's blood for a living. Well, I work in a pathology collection, you know. So people need a blood test when they're for, like, you know, diabetes check or whatever it is, and yep, I stab them. Nah, it's not nice. It's crap. I hate it. I hate it. Exactly. The title sounds much more important than it is. Phlebotomist. Even though people always call me a pathologist. Oh, you're a pathologist? I'm like, no, a pathologist is a doctor. They get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. I get $27 an hour. So, we're not the same. Oh, okay. Just get a blood test for a health check. I remember my first clinic when I was doing this job was in the city, and every single patient was pretty much just STI check, constantly. You know, swabs, pee, and then you're doing like your HIV and hepatitis bloods. Rinse and repeat. It's like, Jesus, people, start using more protection. It's a good idea. I mean, if you are a sexually active person, you should be doing one every 3 months, even if you're using protection. Because some people do get a bit like shy about it, like, oh, I don't want to get this done. People will think I've got diseases. No, it's a good idea to do it. Like, I was just joking beforehand. Like, it's actually it benefits society if you get checked out, and if you have anything wrong, you get it fixed quick. It stops diseases spreading. Bases in here? Bases in here? Is that a tent up there? Probably. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she precious? Do 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 do. Did anybody watch my most recent short? It was pretty funny. At the end of it, I teabagged Zeke. God, that would be like... Covering these buildings as a sniper must be one of the worst things in the world. Look, this is why you would never have Trump do a speech here. Look at that. Was that joke in poor taste, guys? Am I going to be cancelled now? Glitch up to the first floor. I mean, there is a ladder that goes up to the first floor. Pretty much every apartment has a way up. So, if it's got broken stairs, there's usually a elevator shaft on the side with a ladder. Alright, I'll see if I can find it for you. That aggroing every Z in fucking Cherno. Yeah, so these broken stairs, you mean? You go around here, you got the ladder here. Is that what you're talking about? Hey, D1 Crash, how you doing, dude? It feels like I always see you when you haven't been here for a while. But then again, I haven't been on for a week myself, I guess, so I can't talk. But these are, I mean, I'm pretty sure these are the only, like, the ones with the broken stairs, right? Like, every apartment you can get into, I'm pretty sure. Oh, bloody hell. Well, no, I've never... Well, then again, I mean, I don't really... I don't have much knowledge of glitches. There are also Zeds around here. I don't think I spawned them all in, did I? But there have been a few notorious glitches in the past. There was one at the ATC, the airfield, where you could get into a secret back room. That was a really bad glitch. Thankfully they patched that one. Fuck me, I just ran right past him, he didn't aggro. I need some tape so I can fix these clothes up. Oh, cereal! Yeah! I just need some VB and then I can have some cereal, Steve style. Oh, okay. Well, honestly, get used to it. That's probably the biggest cheating you get on console. It's duping and glitches. On PC, you don't get that because if they cheat, they just buy cheats. But if people can use a glitch, they will use a glitch. I think I came here with Dr. Diego a little while ago, didn't I? Before we were both murdered in cold blood. Ooh. Put that on. Take that, take that. Honestly, guys, these are the best place to get loot. Petrol stations. I mean, not petrol stations, sorry, bus stations. Best place for loot. Even better than Northwest Airfield. I'm kidding. I'm putting jeans on because I like this look. Jeans, stab vest, give me a black shirt, and I'll be happy. Crackers! I'm probably gonna get shot here in a sec. Server with like 7 people and I'll be killed. And spawn. Forget what these are all called, because like, technically this isn't Cherno. Like, these are different parts of Cherno, so they've all got their own little names, like little, I guess, suburbs. But I forget. But I know that Gino has a base in one of these areas, or he had a base on the first-person server. I think it was over there, actually. Need some cereal, eh? I might do a proper run tomorrow night, like a full pop server run. Anybody want to do a run with me? I mean, the more the merrier. As a group of us, we could dominate the server. Fucking hell, open the fucking door! I get shot trying to open a bloody door. Ooh. I like that. Okay, yeah, that's unfortunate, dude, because, you know, no mic, no life, so we'd all be forced to murder you on repeat. It wouldn't be very fun. So he somehow glitched. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, okay, yeah, like one of those 3.5mm microphones to plug it into. Surprised he heard me. You know, I actually met Zeke. He didn't have a mic. That's how I met Zeke. Because I don't always kill non-micers, you know. I mean, I know everyone says no mic, no live, but I just see how it goes. Like some people can't talk when they're playing, you know, they got family like in the room with them, like the missus next to them in bed to sleep. So, of course, some of them are in a party chat with their friends, but that was a sewing kit. I was about to get excited. Jeez, guys. You want food? Come to bloody Cherno. Is it easy to base build? I think it's as easy to build as it is on PC, pretty much. As long if you're playing official, which obviously can be not that easy sometimes. Community servers are better because they can turn that thing on where you can build anywhere. But the only problem with Xbox is you do get a lot of dupers, people, you know, using duplication glitches, so they can easily raid you because they can just dupe all the fucking grenades they want. You log off, you log back in, your base has been raided and like 4 gates gone in about 15 minutes. It can be very depressing. That's why I don't base build much anymore. It's just not worth the time to do it. And believe me, I love base building. Base building's fun as hell. But I just also find with DayZ in general, you've got to think of every angle when it comes to base building, like where you're putting your gates so that someone doesn't glitch in a certain way. It's just too much. Oh, I mean, it's not good you're injured, but at least you're off work. Is it on workers' comp? I'm actually kind of jealous. I'd love to be off work for a bit. Stream full-time for a while. Come on, I've got to find a bloody sewing kit around here somewhere. Ooh, a CR. That's actually a good find. Because I also have a hunting scope. I just found some freaking ammo for it and I left it. Ooh, bloody hell, that sounds incredibly painful. Was that a football injury or something, or was it here? Is that where the ammo was? I think it was in this room, right? Woo! Alright, lucky, boys. Lucky. That's actually a really good find now, guys. I now have a proper sniper. pins spawn? Is it badly damaged? I think I'll repair it once. I don't really need to repair it too much. Oh, bloody hell. That's a really unlucky A. It's crazy how it can be the smallest things that fuck us up the most. Like you'll be on a trampoline, you do a flip and smack into a fence and you walk away fine. But you trip in the bathroom and that's when you fucking, you know, almost kill yourself. It's just nuts in my opinion. And a collarbone, that's a really serious injury too. It could be quite debilitating, yeah? It's pretty dangerous, but fuck it. Need to get water. Fuck. Well, that sucks, man. That really does. Do you have, like, insurance or anything? Anything to help cover it? Like, do you have enough sick days? Like, God, if I injure myself now, I'd be really worried. I haven't got enough bloody sick hours to cover it. Alright. Let's quickly fill this water up and get out of here, because we're actually pretty juicy at the moment for a spawn. I just really want some tape so I can repair my clothes. If my mum saw me like this, she would be very, very disappointed in me for walking around in such messy clothing. Oh, that's good. That definitely takes some of the stress off, eh? Let's go up here and see where those shots are coming from. What happened to that gun I just picked up? Did I not pick it up? Fucking game. I really wanted those ammo for my fucking Bison. So are you playing on a PC or Xbox? Or PlayStation, of course. Or on iOS. But on iOS they call it Rust. But seriously, they actually have Rust, guys, on iPhone. Oh, Xbox, nice. Yeah, man, do it. It's the kind of game that it all depends on what you like, I guess. If you hate yourself, you'll love this game. But it's also the kind of game that you can really drop hours into it quite quickly. Like, especially if you are trying to build a base. Like if you're on a server and you're like, hey, I'm gonna get a base going. It can really you know, all of a sudden you look at the clock, you're like, shit, I've been running around looking for nails for the last 5 hours. Yeah, well, there you go. I mean, if you like survival and base building games, you should like this. To me, nothing itches a spot like DayZ for me. It's glitchy, it's old, it's you know, it's full of toxic idiots, but it has that right amount of realism while not being too realistic at the same time, you know what I mean? It's a good in between. Like games like Project Zomboid. That looks like a fun game, and it probably is a fun game, but it looks way too complicated to me. You know, it's just there's too much to it in my opinion. If there's too much to a game, like too many mechanics, sometimes it overwhelms me. You know, if you've got a HUD with like 125 different symbols, again, I'm like, what the hell's going on? What am I doing? So, this game's a good balance. It's got the realistic, you know, shooting mechanics where you've got like, you know, bullet drop and you know, this game definitely has character then, that's for sure. A lot of character. I'm really glad I found the oh shit. Damaged, alright. I found the sniper rifle. It really gives me a bit more confidence when you have range. It's a weird noise. Especially recently, I've noticed that when I've been playing recently, my biggest issue is not having range when I play the game. I'll get sometimes all the way to Starry, all the way close to Northwest Airfield, and I won't have a sniper rifle. I have an AK, you know, play carry sometimes, but no fucking sniper rifle. And it's like, is there a shortage at the moment? I don't know what's going on. Yes, Scum is, I guess, very similar. I've never played Scum. I've watched a couple of videos on it. I think Scum might actually be a bit more, like, you know, in depth, right? Like, apparently you even need to urinate in that game. Thankfully, we don't need to do that in here. kind of want to check this area, see if I can get a roll of duct tape. I need some bloody duct tape. Yeah, exactly. That whole, like, having to, you know, have all those numbers and calorie intake and shit, that, to me, that's too much, like, too much stuff going on. I would be overwhelmed. I know it. That's good. Alright. I don't know why I've been using that knife. I've got a hunting knife. I'm an idiot. And there's a few things in this game that I do like that other games have recently I've noticed do a lot of. If you want to search an inventory, it will be like hold F to open, and you've got to hold F to look inside someone's inventory, like, you know, to search someone. Even like games like Red Dead Redemption do that, where it's like to loot someone, hold to loot, then you press the button and it will go through an animation before it gives you what you want. I'm glad this game you can just do it instantly. You know, you just open your inventory, that's it, bang. You can see what's in the other inventory. You don't have to hold a button and wait. That, in my opinion, would be a very annoying thing to do. Alright, we're just going to run past a load of airfield. I don't really need anything there, like... You guys remember that game that came out recently that was advertised for ages? It was hugely controversial the day before. And like at one point it was the most wishlisted game on Steam. You know, it was meant to be like the next generation of like, you know, survival RPG. Like a new, like pretty much like DayZ, but way better. Oh God. I hate this situation. I kind of want this gun because I've got so much ammo for it. But I don't have the space. Oh. Someone's been around. Alright. Gonna take it. Yeah, you hit someone with that, they ain't getting back up, are they? Even with a plate carrier, they're not getting back up. Oh, wait a sec. This is where I was earlier on, wasn't it? When I suicided. This is literally where I started my adventure tonight. On this server. What did I do with my back? Was it up here I went? Anyone remember where I dropped my shit? So I could get some tape from that. That actually had some shit in it. The hill to the right of the road. So up here, yeah? I'm just going to quickly drink some water. God, I think I need to drink water in real life too. I'm very thirsty. Yeah, I think it was up here, was it? In this tree line. Fucking hell. Oh, some tape. Oh, it's a black bag too. Cool, I'm taking the black bag. Put a battery in that. I've got to take the Mosin over the this. I'll take the hunting scope though. In case I find a tundra. Cool. I'm going to drop this. Put that on. Yes, still surviving. I mean, found a sniper rifle, but then I realized I was at the location where I died earlier, like where I killed myself to start a fresh stream. And I was like, wait, while I'm here, I may as well just reacquire my old goods that I dropped to start the stream. Cool. I'm gonna keep the Glock mag loaded up. Yeah, honestly, Adams, I'm gonna be out pretty soon anyway. It wasn't gonna be a long stream tonight, mainly because it's a work day and even though I had a nana nap, I am still pretty sleepy. But long weekends, I'll be back on tomorrow if anyone wants to jump on with me, on either in the game or on the stream, whatever. Cool. So let's go find my dead body, and see how it looks. If it's, I mean, obviously you would have despawned, but whatever in my bags, any shit would have dropped. Came up here and I can remember I saw the rocks and I was like, oh, the rocks are a good place to die. Good view to die in. Only thing will be here will be my knife, I bet. Yeah, there it is. My blood-soaked knife. least I have my my trusty Mosin. Only thing is, I hate the fact that Mosins. Oh no, there's no public holiday. I have a specialist appointment on Monday, so I took the day off as annual leave. Got to go get an injection and a you know, a prostate exam. But I get my prostate exam done by this guy at the back of the cash converters. He's really experienced. I hate if you get another gun out and like you'll be aiming with another gun, especially a gun that's got a scope, and then you use that gun's scope, and then you go back to your Mosin. Your Mosin will be iron sights. That just irks me so much. Especially if you're in the middle of like a situation where you need a snipe, and you get your freaking Mosin out, and you're just like, oh god, I can't see. We passed the age for that. Alright, I guess now because it's night time, this might be a good time to call it, guys. Which is funny because it means I've literally finished the stream in the same spot I started in, with pretty much the same gear that I started in. I will go and quickly look in these trees over here and see if I can find some of that tape I dropped, if that's still there, unless it despawned. I think that was over here, right? In this tree line. If my memory serves me correctly. What the fuck? Oh god. Don't like this. There are 3 bags here. All empty, but they're huge, so I'm taking one. This seems like a duper's kit, doesn't it? What do you guys reckon? Someone's been duping here, and these bags have been full of shit, and they've been dropping the bags after they've duped. That's my theory. 'Cause that's exactly what dupers would do. They'll have a bag, like a big bag full of shit. They'll dupe with that bag. Rinse and repeat. Cunts. Okay, I came in here and I dropped shit. Around here somewhere. Here we are. Nope. That wasn't my stuff. Fuck me. That's a stash. Can I get my shotgun out? Oh my god, NVGs! Battery. Alright, we have to be pretty quick here, because people can come back. Fucking bag full of code locks, man. I've got to take this. I don't want to leave it for him. I'll take that. Anything else I need there? I'll take one more of those. Taking all the AK ammo, because I love my AKs, as you guys know. Am I running? Question is, where are they all? They're still here? They're going to be somewhere around, right? Or at least one person will be. And it's going to have fucking autos and shit. And the weird part is how close it is to a spawn zone. Like, this is where people spawn in, like when they jump from a different server. That's what happened to me today. I must have come from a different server, so I spawned over here. Well, from what I understand, that can also be a technique for dupers, I think, like server hopping and shit. I don't actually want this bag. I just don't want them to have access to all these fucking code locks. I don't want them to make a huge duper base, you know what I mean? So I kind of want to run it just a little bit away and drop it. Which is risky, because now I'm defenseless. I have to say, that's probably one of the biggest stashes I've found before, though. Like, that many NVGs and shit. Yeah, I mean, they might have come from another server, like, you know, come from one of the popular servers and thought, hey, this will be our new one. And just be jumping all their shit over in bags. But who knows? Either way. When they get back there and they find that there's no code locks at their coordinates, they're going to be a bit disappointed. Keep those on there and I might be able to give them to someone. Oh, I know, right? That would have been fucking perfect. Landmines would have been perfect. Actually, I probably should put this away because I think that explodes if it's on your vest, I think. Cool. So I got a spare set of NVGs for somebody if they want it. That one is one. It's too bad there was no weapons there. Like, that's the surprising part. There's no AKs around. Oh god, I want to actually, what I will do quickly is I will check out anyone watching the stream who's a good person and wants to build a base with some good loot. That's the coordinates. 0.38, 1.21. And this is the server. 4467. So if you want to, do a good build, go nuts. God, I really want to shoot them with this. That'd be so good, wouldn't it? If they came back in. I think it was funny how I thought that was my stuff. I'm like, oh, there's my tape. And it's just fucking an entire base building arsenal. So I dropped my tape in one of these trees earlier. Oh, I know, that's why I'm coming back here, because I was hoping I would see them log back in, and then I could just... Boom. The only benefit for me would be that when they dupe and they log back in, they've got to have their hands full usually with their shit. But this is a pretty quiet server, so that's probably why they've picked it. You know, pick a low pop server. Because no one wants to do this on, you know, 4434. There we go. That's where my shit was. Let me quickly repair my pants. Eat. I have to get some space. Never thought that I'd have 90 slots in a bag and still no fucking space. Guess that's the life of a duper, eh? They're constantly logging in and out. I'll drop one of the half full ones. Take the full one. Got those. 9 more rounds. Too much loot. And I can't be fucking sorting it right now. Story of my life, guys. Too much loot. It's very hard being me with all this juicy loot. Alright. It's good. Let's go keep an eye out. See if they've dropped shit in more trees. I heard a couple of shots here earlier on as well, around this area. Only is that when there's a second one of their characters and they've got to like kill it to get the loot. But I don't even care if I die. I just want to take someone with me. Especially if it's a duper. The fuck was that tree? Have I gone past it or is it closer to the house? I've gone past it already. This whole area looks the same. Alright. So I came up here. One of these ones, wasn't it? Confused now. Okay. Honestly, I don't think it matters too much. No one's doing anything about it. Bohemia doesn't have any way of policing it, really. Like, you know, or banning them. Yeah, so this was where I dropped my bag. I came down here. Not this far out. It was closer. It was definitely in the trees more, wasn't it? Fuck, maybe they picked everything up and ran already. Bizarre. There it is. Fucking hell. Alright. Nothing really else I can steal from them to make things difficult, is there? I have no more NVGs there. Doesn't appear to be any more spots in the area that they've been hiding it either. That was the only tree dump, and the other dump I saw. Oh well. At least I took their code locks. Let's get out of here. You spawn in that field, just right there, I think. Right over here. That's the spawn point. I mean, who knows? Maybe they're not dupers. I don't know. Having all that loot and having the empty bags, like, let's be honest, filled backpacks aren't the easiest to find in the first place. You can only find them at usually convoys and heli crashes. So to have 3 of them empty there screams, you know, duplicating. Because I don't imagine there's been a 3-man squad wipe and they've just dropped all their bags in that little pile. Because I mean, who wiped them? Why is no one protecting their loot? No one's just going to leave NVGs there. It definitely feels more like some duping method. I probably shouldn't even be using it then, should I really? I should probably ditch the shit I just found, if it's duper loot. God, I would love it if he was in there right now. Look at Duper just chilling in there, playing with his, you know, tiny Duper wiener. And this is would be good. Yeah, I probably am gonna ditch it. I don't want to be associated with their disgusting loot. The ammo was already mine though. Shit, where did the ammo go? Did it go in my inventory? There wasn't any space, was there? We just lost it. What? Alright, drop that. Throw that. I'm taking the battery, guys. I can't. There's space, do I? Drop. 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 How much of this was mine? I think I had 1 box of my own, which I'll keep. That was mine. That's disgusting duper loot. Ugh. Oh, there it is. Cool. So that was mine. I'll keep that. These were mine from my stash. That was mine too. Is that broken? It is broken. Shit. Alright, so I guess the last thing to do is to take the battery. My battery. I'm going to keep the bag because I don't have the other bag to, you know. Oh well. That's life, guys. If you find duper loot, try and get rid of it, you know, try and hide it from them. Throw it. I mean, keep it if you want to. I'm not going to judge you for keeping duper loot. Oh, I remember this. This was a bit of an Easter egg. Random statue. Can I salute him? We salute you, comrade. Alright. Want to get on his head. Log out there. Not sure if anyone knows about this way of logging out. You lay down prone. And yeah, you can log out in tight spaces without anyone seeing you. I guess that's a little bit of an exploit, but, you know, it's not going to make or break the game. Alright, guys. Sorry for the boring stream. But, obviously I was just getting back into it after a week. But I will be back on tomorrow evening, and I'll probably do a nice long one on a high-pop server. And yeah, you know, hopefully get some actual PvP and some fun shit tomorrow night. Anyways, you guys take it easy. And don't do anything I wouldn't do. Shit. Sorry guys, I have to turn my computer on to stop the stream. My monitor, I mean. Alright. Okay. See you guys.